Okay, San, hey, we are here to again, and we're going to be talking about how do we make this money, right? How do we make this money?
I'm always interested in that, and I know the people that are watching, our viewers, they're interested in it too. Said,
Yeah, 'cause a lot of times, people, they get excited about getting in a business. They get excited about, hey, I'm going to be working for myself. But really, people don't know how they're going to make that kind of money. They don't know how to make the money. They don't know the compensation plan or anything like that. But we're just kind of go over things just a little bit to get you ahead, to show you how you can go ahead and make a few $100s, maybe a thousand or two, and put that in your change in your pocket.
right now, said we're seeing people looking for an extra side gig, something to do on the side. Uber, or I seen where they deliver groceries. They go and shop for people. They even have the Uber Eats, where you go and pick up the food and drop it off at.
Yeah, they got that, don't they? Yeah, Uber Eats.
Hey, make a
Yeah.
little money that you can babysit or people sit or dog walk or dog sit, these types of things. But you know what, said, I want to be in a business where I can go to sleep and make money.
Right. That's what we all want. We want to be able to go to sleep.
We want that type of money
coming in.
So, so what does it really take, Said? What does it really take?
Well, first of all, you got to get with a company that is built to do that for you. If you're working a 9 to 5, you're working your job, you're trading your time for a paycheck, you can't do this no matter what, because you only have 8 hours, and the most money you can make is out of those 8 hours based off of what that other individual or company wants to pay you, right? So we're not talking about that. We're talking about you doing something once, right? Doing something once and getting paid on it over and over and over again. Now, Sam Warren, you have a term for that. What do you call that?
Well, actually, it's residual income, but you're leveraging one another, and you're networking, working together. So instead of working for that linear pay, being a part of that 40-40 club, work all day, I say just over broke, where you just keeping your head above water, trying to survive, where you have something a little bit extra. So this is what we're actually trying to get everybody to get out of that different mindset. And it's a hard thing, Said, trying to change people's mindsets, because we've been taught differently.
People are starting to hurt now. Prices are going up, and jobs aren't coming in that's paying you what you need to pay. It's not so hard to change that mindset when you got to get your bills paid or you're kind of hungry, right? It's not too hard to change that mindset. And if you guys are watching this right now, maybe you're one of those individuals, and that's a good thing, because we're going to show you how we can put this in your pocket here. Hey, Sam, listen, let's get into this. Let's get into this, because you were able to do something when you came into this company, okay? You were able to rank to where we need to go ahead and get people ranked at, okay? Now, folks, we're not talking about going out there and giving you a pie in the sky number, $100,000. Yeah, that you can get that, right? You can get that, but that's pie in the sky. We're not talking about a lottery, right? What kind of money are we talking about, Sam Warren?
Let's see. We'll get you to a Pro 3. We're looking at least $600 average monthly paid in a rank of a Pro 3. So
okay.
And they say the maximum is $12,000. That's if you max it out.
Yeah, you have to max it out. But we're not going to talk about the maxing out, right? We're going to talk about that $636, right? Most people can use, on the average, if they had $200 to $500 coming in every single month, okay, that's life-changing. That's statistics saying that could be life-changing for most families, most people, okay? So, Sam Warren, if we're starting out with this opportunity, it's home business. This is something that you work from at home. You can work in your spare time, right? You can do this on your own time, okay? Now, if you're starting out and you start at the very beginning, which is the Pro 1 status, we have 10 different ranks, Pro 1 through Pro 10. But we're talking about Pro 1 status, all right? How much money do we make as a Pro 1 on the average that you bring in?
Average is $67.
Wow. Folks, $67, you're just starting out by getting just to the first rank, okay? That's not great money, but you know what? That's going to put some gas in the car, right?
Yeah. Well, if you do the math and you're looking at, okay, I did that for a year, that's over $600-700 right there. So this is money that you're getting over and over and over again, extra. What I tell people, you want to get in the mindset of reducing your expenditures. Hey, let's knock out my cell phone bill. Let's knock out a car payment or a light bill. If you're looking at that $67, that could be one of your bills scratched off.
That's right.
Because you got the company or whatever, your residual check paying for that. If an extra $50, $60 a month to invest in your relationship, take your wife out or take your sweetie out or something like that. So that's the way I look at it. Said when you first getting started, you want to free yourself and free up some things. So those checks will allow you to do that, and then you said Pro 2 now you went from $67 to $267. Is that right? $254. $54,
right.
$254. So you can see just from Pro 1 to Pro 2, and me and my wife, we did that the first month in doing this right here. And everybody's result is different, but like I said, it isn't a hard thing to do. When you're on a team like as dynamic as Two Ordinary Guys, then we have the roadmap and the blueprint to get you there in a vehicle a lot faster from the training and education that we provide. So you're not in it alone. You have someone that's in the trenches with you as a team. Our team is in the trenches with you. And I say in the trenches, that means we're helping you, working with you on a day in, day out to help you hit your target. So that's $254. And I said, what can you pay off with that? I mean, that's
right now.
My cell phone bill was $200 a month.
Cell phone bill, that could be an electric bill, that could be a car payment, that could be car insurance, that could be a heating bill. I mean, I could keep going on and on with $204.
Some extracurricular activities for the kids, karate or whatever they're into, and you got that extra money to spend. So moving to the Pro 3 ranks, which is that's our baseline for our company. That's pretty much where the ground floor of stability is for our teams. Is once you hit that rank, you pretty much starting to really grow with the company and have the knowledge of what it takes to really, now you're starting to get serious at it.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're talking about $636 coming in. Now, for most people, that could be almost 50%, more likely maybe 75% of your rent, right? All of a sudden now you're starting to really talk, because you're talking about not just 1 month, you're talking about month after month after month, having $636 come in. You might not spend it all in 1 month. That $636, when you hit that Pro 3 rank, and I'm telling you, a lot of people hit it, but when you hit that Pro 3 rank, you really start to feel it in your pockets, okay? It starts to really make sense to you why you do what you're doing. Pro 3 is like you said, Sam, it is the basis of what the goal is to get to within this company, which is Pro 3 rank, $636 a month on average. Now, Sam Warren, I know I said, you give me this look like, oh boy, but I know I said that we're not going to talk about the upper end, okay? But if things were to go a certain way, we're talking about between $636 up to over a little bit over $12,000. Okay, that's the maximum amount you can make, a little bit over $12,000. So, I mean, if I went ahead and I said to you, Sam Warren, hey, listen, if I told you that you're going to make $800 this month, what would you say to that?
Man, I'll be happy. Thank you. I receive it. Thank you. But one thing that's a car payment for some people too. These cars, especially if you're driving a 2016 or better, then yeah, $600 is a baseline for a decent car these days.
This whole idea of having income come in and be available to you without you depending on anybody else out there, it's not something that it used to be out the norm. It used to be, but now it's becoming the norm. And because it's becoming the norm, it's easier to do this as it becomes more the norm, because when you're talking to somebody, they're starting to understand because they're facing the same situation that you're facing, right? You got to make something happen because the bills are coming in. Things are getting a little bit rougher. Now you got something that works for you. Guess what they're going to do? They're going to ask you, well, what do you got going on for yourself? Because you got some extra cash coming in. That's how it works. That's how it works, literally. And Sam, you said it before, when you have the right culture, you have the right people around you, and so that you can learn some different things, you get excited, people see that excitement, it becomes contagious, okay?
Exactly.
And people like to be around those kinds of things. And it works really well for this business.
Yeah. So, say going up a little bit higher is our Pro 4 rank. And with the Pro 4 rank, the average is about $1,425 a month. So as you can see, and one thing I didn't say, and we didn't say, and I wanted to put out there to the viewers or someone that's watching this video is, if you're a person that knows numbers and you're into investments, think about how much money would it actually take you to be able to draw out on a monthly basis this type of income. And once you phantom that, you'll be surprised at a lot of money you have to put in your bank account in order to be able to live off and have a residual like this, what we're talking about. And we're not talking about Pro 4 ranks. We can go down a couple levels and at the Pro 2 and Pro 3 rank, $600 a month. Most people work their whole lifetime to get a check and they don't draw that much. But let's just go to Pro 5 or Premier 5. Premier 5.
So a Premier 5, you're talking about on average, Pro 5, you get to that rank, you're talking about almost $3,000 per month. We're talking about $2,922 on average. That means that some people are going to be making more, some people make just a little bit less, but the average Pro 5 rank is at $2,922. That is a mortgage. In some places, that's 2 mortgages, right? So that's some serious cash, because if you have $3,000 a month, okay, $3,000 a month, that means that you have an extra $36,000 coming in on a yearly basis, right? That's some serious cash, because on the average income, okay, average income in the citizens in the United States is $50,000. And you're talking about this being extra coming in addition to maybe your 9-to-5 job. That's some amazing money. So Pro 5, what's that?
But you know what's it? I want you to finish what you were saying, but I'm about to say something that's really gonna hit home and scare some people. And maybe it's not gonna scare people. Maybe it's gonna surprise them for a good thing, So what I was gonna say is, if we look at the Pro 5 at making about $3,000, $29, $22 a month, And I know you told me not to say it. You know, I know you told me not to talk about it. But that's if you're just half doing it. You know what I'm saying? If you're doing it and you know you kind of half doing it, then yeah. But if you show enough knocking it out of the park and you rocking it on all cylinders, a Pro 5 is maximum monthly is about $20,000. But the only reason why I wanted to put that in the airways is when the last demographics that they talk about here is the average number of months to achieve that rank. To hit Pro 5, you're looking at 20 months. Say, how many months is 20 months? So that's less than 2 years. Less than 2 years is the average number of months that it takes, time period that it takes to make Pro 5. That's a lot.
A lot of people are not even in that ballpark. You know, a lot of people are at the part. They're at the situation where they are trying to struggle to keep their head above water, right? So for $3,000 coming in, you just think about how much money you made the previous 2 years, right? If you turned around, you did something, just a little extra something with, you know, working with a team of people that could help get you there. All of a sudden, the next 2 years, now you've got all this possibly coming in, 36 grand, 3,000 a month. You know, they send you a check. Here you go.
You're looking at establishing yourself in a part-time side gig, side hustle, to where you're doing it in your leisure, in your time, working with a team, learning and earning at the same time, and then you're receiving, you know, a minimum average of $3,000 a month.
20 months on average. 20 months on average. So, you know, some people do it faster, some people do a little slow, but this on average. You know. So, you know, to me, this is so logical, you know, with what people are faced with, what I'm faced with, what you're faced with. And what we really want to do is we really just want to give you the numbers and bring something real to you. You know, we're not talking about pie in the sky numbers. We're talking about something real. You know, could you use $636? Could you use $254 coming in? Or maybe could you just use $1,425? Okay. That's just at Pro 4. We didn't even get to Pro 5 that we were just talking about, $3,000. But could you use any of that? What would you do? What would that mean for your life, right? That's what we want you to get to start thinking about, because it's here for you. It is absolutely here. And not to mention that you're talking about dealing with a company that has a product that has over a 90% retention rate. That means that 90% of the people that use the product, they keep using it. And every time they use that product, they buy that product, you can get paid.
But seriously, if you're looking for something like this, or this resonates with you, make sure you check out the link below this video. Make sure you leave us a comment and connect with us. We're on Facebook, Cedric Rogers on Facebook, San Juan's Corner on Facebook. We'd like to hear from you. We do a lot of mentor and coaching. We put out a lot of videos. Make sure you subscribe to our channel and go ahead and click on that bell down there so you can get the notifications. Whenever we put out a video, we try to put out a video 2 to 3 times a week, just giving you everything you need to open up your mind, change the way you think, so you can change the way you earn. All right, man. Look, San Juan Knicks, Cedric Rogers, 2 ordinary guys doing extraordinary things. If we don't see you from the top, we'll see you at the top. You guys be blessed.
We'll see you.